Yep. Exactly. Pulled me over. Not for hire. I'm not using the roads for any public gains. Say it again? He's telling me to pull down closer to the ramp because he don't got space.
Really no space on this corner right here. I was just pulling to the gas station that's in front of me. Right here? Right here? Right. What? You don't want... Nope, never mind.
This window right here doesn't roll down. Stop. Telling me to move up a little bit. Yeah, right.
You turn it off. You said it doesn't work?
No, this window doesn't roll down.
You want to unlock it?
Why?
Unlock the door.
For?
So I can talk to you.
I can speak to you. Come this way. If not, I can just pull into the...
Do me a favor, just unlock the door so I can talk to you.
I'm not gonna open my door.
Okay, then let me get your driver's license.
I'm not using the road as any commercial capacity.
Look, dude, I'm not gonna argue.
I'm not arguing with you either. I'm letting you know I am not.
I'm letting you know, okay? You are driving on a Connecticut road, okay? I need to have your driver's license.
That means I'm not for hire. I'm not using the roads for any commercial capacity. I'm letting you know.
Listen, I understand.
I'm recording as well, just to let you know. My hands are up.
You have no problem with that, okay? But what I need you to do, you're operating a motor vehicle.
I'm traveling, sir.
It's the same as driving.
No, it's not. It's
Is the
different.
vehicle moving?
I am traveling.
Is the vehicle moving?
Anything can be in motion,
right?
yeah.
Okay. So when you're operating or vehicles in motion on a Connecticut road or a U.S. DOT highway, it is a requirement that the vehicle be registered and insured, and when you're stopped, to identify yourself. It is a requirement under the state of Connecticut laws.
I understand that, but I'm telling you, I'm not using the
road. In our
road.
state, you're on our road. Whether you're traveling or not.
It's your state?
The state of Connecticut. I represent the state of Connecticut.
Okay.
The agent of the government.
Okay.
You're traveling on our road.
Okay.
Okay. So it's the state government-owned road.
Mm-hmm.
The law is, if you are on our road, a state-owned road, you have to identify yourself if you're stopped by a police officer.
Okay, got it.
Okay?
And
so I'm asking you to identify yourself by providing me with an identification card.
I can provide you with my name.
I need you to provide me with the identification card.
Listen
to me. It's a requirement.
You want me to listen to me? You're not listening to me. I'm trying to tell you so we can de-escalate the situation. You understand?
I am de-escalating the situation. I'm not yelling at you. I'm talking to you. Okay? It's a requirement that you have a unique card on you while you're operating, traveling, or whatever on a state of Connecticut road. So whether it's a driver's license in this state, another state, it's a requirement, whether you're traveling, operating, whatever you want to call it, that you have that on your possession when you are traveling on our roads. And then at that point, if you are stopped, it's a requirement that you provide that to the law enforcement officer.
So what this young man obviously doesn't realize is that driving is literally how he was traveling before the officer pulled him over. So all of that sovereign citizen nonsense is clearly not going to cut it here in the state of Connecticut. So, sir, cough up your driver's license. And if you don't have one, just explain that to the officer, because all you're about to do is make things worse for yourself.
I understand those
Okay,
things.
so can I have that card, please?
But that's telling me that I'm using these roads as for business, and I'm not.
They didn't say business, did I?
But you're putting me into the subject of commerce, and I'm not doing any of those things.
I'm not. It's regardless of anybody that is on our state roads. At that point, it is a requirement that you provide me with an identification card.
I can't do that, sir, because I'm not using.
Okay, so you don't have one?
I'm not saying I don't have one. I rescinded my application for my driver's license.
Okay,
And I'm not using.
So this is what I want to say to you, sir. I'm willing to work with you. Okay, you're making it harder.
I'm not trying.
You are. So
honestly.
This is it's interfering with my investigation. Okay?
Investigation of what? Am I committing a crime? Am I committing a crime? That's what I'm just trying to understand.
At this point, you are, yeah.
A crime of what?
You're interfering. Your failure to provide me with an operator license.
But I'm telling you, I'm not doing commerce.
Okay?
I'm not.
Does this vehicle have a valid insurance policy?
I'm not using the
Does
road
this
for.
vehicle, doesn't matter. You're traveling on a state.
I would like to reserve all my rights.
Listen to me. It is a requirement while traveling on a state road that it has a valid insurance card and it has a valid registration. So yes, I am completing an investigation in reference to those 2 points. You are now refusing to provide me with a driver's license. That's interfering with my investigation. Okay?
I'm not trying to interfere.
So I don't want
Reserve
you
all my
to try
rights.
or anything like that. What I need you to do is provide me with that card, and then we can move on.
I reserve all my rights.
Okay. So either way, sir, I'm not going away. So until you provide me with that information, there's nothing else I can do to help you.
Okay, we get it. You reserve all of your rights. So now what exactly does that mean? Does that mean you no longer need to follow any of the rules of the road that Connecticut has set to keep everyone safe? All anyone has to do is say they reserve their rights, and that's it. Boom. The officer just supposed to go away and leave you alone. I can't believe how idiotic these sovereign citizens are.
Am I being detained?
Any traffic stop or mere presence of a law enforcement officer in the state of Connecticut is detained. Yes.
Okay, can you read me my rights, please?
I'm not placing you under arrest, so no. Case law states that I do not have to read you your rights on the detainment of a traffic stop.
Okay, but I am not using the roads for any gains of for
You
hire.
can say that over and over and over as much as you want to say it, but
Okay.
regardless of what you're telling me, it is not true.
It's not true, so the law is not true. So you're talking
The
about
law is true, and that's what I just told you.
You told me statutory law. I'm telling you Constitution. I have the life. I have the liberty and pursuit of happiness. I'm not arguing with either. So I said I reserve my rights. I'm exercising my Fourth and my Fifth Amendment.
All right, so let's roll this window back down and let's work through this together.
I can hear you. I don't feel safe. I don't feel comfortable.
Well,
I
I'm a
feel.
law enforcement officer. I'm here to protect you. I'm here to serve the public. I'm not here to harass you. I'm not here to give you a hard time. Okay, but what I can tell you is I am completing an investigation and I'm asking you nicely. Okay, I'm not yelling at you. I'm not demanding you put your hands up. I'm just asking you for a simple card.
I can give you my name. I can give you my name and my address.
Okay. What's your first name?
My first name is Jonathan. Oh, okay. I give you my name.
First name?
Jonathan.
Is this your vehicle?
This belongs to me. It's private property.
What's that?
It belongs to me. It's private property.
Regardless, it's private property. I'm asking you if it's yours.
No, he says regardless of private. It belongs to me.
I'm not giving you a hard time. I'm just trying to work with you. You are.
What's your name? I didn't get your name. I'm sorry about
I
that.
told you, it was Colby. My first name is Jonathan as well.
Jonathan Kobe. Badge number?
605.
605.
This is nothing that, like,
I'm
you can ask me for my badge number. I'll give you all that information, but I still have the job to do.
I'm letting.
Get through these pieces.
Yeah, I understand that. I
What
get.
we're doing right
I
now-
identified.
Listen to me. So you did identify yourself. I'm asking you if you have a driver's license in the state of Connecticut.
But I'm not using this as a commercial capacity. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
What I'm asking you to do now is I'm going to ask you to keep the vehicle off and remain in the driver's seat and not get out.
Perfect. That's fine. That's perfect. Another car pulled up in front of me.
All right, so I'm going to ask you to roll the window down, okay?
I would have to turn on the vehicle. Traveling. He just told his partner I'm traveling.
Do you have a driver's license in the state of Connecticut?
I just told you. I reserve my rights.
What's that?
He's trying to open my door. I said I reserve all my rights. If they're gonna deprive me of my rights under 18 U.S.C. 242, then so be it.
These sovereign citizens do all of this pseudo-legal law studies. You would think that they would just take a quick look into YouTube University, type in sovereign citizens, and see the countless videos of how none of this nonsense actually works. I don't understand. This is 2025, and these people are still trying this I'm not driving, I'm traveling nonsense. It does not work. Why are you wasting your time? Give the officer a driver's license. Even if that license is suspended, just give them something. They need to identify you.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Doing good, sir. What's your name? No, I said doing good.
Doing good?
Yeah, what's your name?
My name?
Yeah.
McGrath.
McGrath, okay. Badge number? Badge number?
Sorry, a little hard to hear.
No, badge number. Sorry about that.
123.
123
Nice and easy.
0390. I'm not running anywhere. I don't know why he's trying to block me in. You block me. I'm not running nowhere. I have nothing.
I'm sorry, it's a little hard to hear you.
No, nothing.
Okay.
I ain't say nothing.
What did he get stopped for?
I don't know.
Not
I
sure.
asked. He didn't even tell me. He just asked me for my identification.
Did you give over your paperwork, like your license, registration?
I'm not using the roads as anything for commerce. I'm not for
Sorry,
hire.
it's a little, I can't hear you.
No, I'm saying I'm not using the roads for any kind of hire. I'm not using it. I'm not gaining any profit. I'm not for hire. I'm just traveling. That's all I'm doing.
What's not for hire?
No, you're trying to subject me to saying I'm doing something in a commercial capacity. If I have a commercial driver's license, I'm not using the road in that way.
Commercial driver's license?
I'm not using that. I'm not using the road in that way. And I expressed to him that I'm just merely just traveling.
Okay.
I reserve my rights. I said under the exercise of my 4th and 5th Amendment. And I asked him if I'm being pulled over and I'm arrested, I'm being detained, if you could read me my rights, and that would be okay. That's all I asked.
We don't need to read you your Miranda rights for a traffic stop.
Okay, am I being convicted of a crime? That's why he didn't articulate that. So I'm just trying to find what was his probable cause.
Trying to just get more.
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand what's going on, and I'm trying to de-escalate the situation. That's all.
Absolutely. I get it.
That's it.
I get it. Yeah.
I got 3 officers on me.
What's going on tonight, man? How you doing?
Doing good, you?
All right, not bad, not bad. You know the reason why we stopped you?
I was trying to find that out.
Okay, so the reason why the trooper stopped you, the registration on the vehicle doesn't match the car that it's on.
Yeah. So with that being said, this vehicle is not for. This is private property. This is my vehicle.
Okay, are you
So-
traveling on state roads?
I'm traveling. Yes, I'm
Okay,
traveling.
did you fill up this vehicle with fuel?
What does?
Did
I don't
you
understand.
interact in commerce by using fuel to fill this vehicle, or did you put vegetable oil from your house in it?
Probably vegetable oil from the house.
That's what you're using?
If that's where,
Oil
if
from
we're
the
gonna
house?
be, if you're gonna be an ass at the same time.
Who, me or you?
I'm not. I'm just exercising my rights. I'm trying to tell you that, and I'm not trying to do
Right.
anything.
Uh-huh.
I reserve all my rights. I exercise my
That's great.
4th and
You can
5th
do
Amendment.
all of that. That's perfectly fine. The problem we have tonight is the registration on this vehicle doesn't match. Okay, so we don't know if the vehicle's stolen.
The
we don't
vehicle's
know
not
whose
stolen.
vehicle
I
it
told
is.
you that.
We just got to figure all that
The
out.
vehicle's not stolen.
You understand, though, that that's what we got to figure out, right?
And, all right.
Okay.
You conduct your
Do
invest.
you have any paperwork with the vehicle?
I have everything for this vehicle. This
Okay.
vehicle belongs to me.
Yeah, if you could provide that, that would be fantastic.
Provide what
The
exactly?
registration and proof of insurance.
I just told you that this car belongs to me. It's private property.
Correct. I understand that.
insurance either?
So he just told the officers that the vehicle belongs to him and that it's private property, and they're just supposed to take his word because obviously he seems to be an honest person. So in the state of Connecticut, they're just supposed to go by the honor system, not by actual paperwork, but by the honor system. This dude is a complete joke.
It's private property, but you're on public and state property when you're driving it.
And vehicular use. Anyone can use it if you're not engaging in commerce.
You are engaging in commerce because you filled the vehicle up with fuel. Did you not? Or you?
That doesn't make any sense. But,
that doesn't make any sense? Okay. Well, we have a tow truck coming to tow your private property, okay?
Well, that's not okay. That's not gonna happen. So can I get my rights read to me, please?
Say it again.
You read me my rights?
I don't need you to read your rights.
Can you read me my rights? You already brought to take something that doesn't belong to the state of Connecticut.
I'm trying to work with you here, okay? The information that you provided me, I can't find anything, okay? You're not working with me.
I identified as you asked for.
Okay, you identified as whatever, but I don't have a valid driver's license.
Identify as whatever.
That I can say who you are, and that's what I need.
I gave you what you needed.
This is going to turn into something I don't want it to turn into. There's no reason for it. You have every right to believe whatever you want to believe.
Because it's the law. It's not the law.
Okay, so just stay right here. I'll be right back.
Okay. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cops here because I'm obviously doing something that is unconstitutional. It's crazy.
Yeah. I'm not sure if he ran it yet. Yeah.
I don't put me in any sovereign citizen things. That's not what I am in doing. It's not sovereign citizen. That's a terrorist group. I don't have nothing to do with that.
He's got it taped. Okay.
It doesn't belong to the state of Connecticut. It's private property.
Sir, is there a reason why you have the VIN taped over?
I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions? Okay. Hey, partner. I'm the supervisor.
Yeah, supervisor.
Right, so, Donis.
Donis, badge number?
Donis. So, listen. This is the deal. They have a lawful reason to pull you over. They have a lawful reason to pull you out of the vehicle. We're trying to avoid that. We could. It's okay. By all means, we have to do what we got to do. I understand you got your notions, whatever they may be. So, I mean, I don't know what they are. You know what I'm saying? But right now, the cars of misuse is going to get towed. The other thing you have is that they're asking you right now to give you a lawful order to step out of the vehicle. With that said and done.
All right. Yeah, I'm listening. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. If you have something to say, just, like you said, you can interject. I have no problem with that. So right now, they are giving you a lawful order because the vehicle is a misuse. Basically, they can't identify you. Which I guess, do you have any identification?
I gave him my name. I gave him everything.
Okay. Do you have anything with a photograph? That's what I'm saying.
No, I don't at this moment.
Okay. So they need to further investigate, find out who you really are. That's number one. Number two, the vehicle seems to have issues with the registration. Okay. So with that said alone, that alone, you're looking at a misuse of a plate, or did it have a plate? Did it have a plate?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it misuse?
So whatever plate was on this vehicle.
Okay.
It is on this vehicle.
Did he already take it off?
Huh?
Did he already take it off?
Eventually they will.
No, I'm asking because you said if he's there, I don't know if he took it already or not.
The plate is there. But I didn't notice.
Okay.
There was a plate when I was walking up. So with that said, the fact that the plate is not that the plate does not belong to the vehicle.
Okay.
That right there, it's their probable cause to pull you over.
Okay.
All right. So with that said and done, whatever it is that they need and they're trying to identify you, just to move this along, just help them out, just so we don't have to escalate this. I'll be honest with you, as a supervisor, I don't want this to be escalated.
Me neither. That's why I actually gave him my name.
Okay.
I gave him my name and date of birth.
Where are you from originally?
I'm originally from New York.
From New York?
Yeah.
From New York City, upstate, or where?
No, Bronx, I guess.
The Bronx,
yeah.
okay. Did you ever have an identification or a driver's license with
Yes.
New York?
I have one but I rescinded it with Connecticut. I rescinded my driver's license. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, you virtually rescinded it. You just gave it back up?
Yeah.
Why?
Why would I give him my right to drive? It's free.
Okay.
But that, I'm telling you, I'm being respectful.
Listen,
it may sound crazy to you, but the DMV took my recent of driver's license. I'm not using the roads, and why would I register my vehicle if I'm not
you
using
didn't
it?
have a license at one time.
That's what I told him.
So according to the state, not against you, not according to you, but according to the state, you had a license, you get it back up because you don't feel you have the right that, hey, I have the right to drive.
I had the life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. There's a lot of doctrines on this. There's a lot of.
But you understand that, I understand your rights. You got your rights. It is what it is, right? And
it is what it is not.
We're going to respect that. But you realize that you still got to play by the rules of the government because they expect the car to be registered, insured, and everything else.
Yeah, but I'm not driving. I'm not using the vehicle for any profit. I'm not for hire.
No, it has nothing to do with profit. This has to do with just basic stuff. In order for the vehicle to be on the roadway, it needs to be registered. So the state, or in your case, probably the government, right?
Mm-hmm.
They require your vehicle to be registered, insured, and everything else.
Yeah, if I'm using.
It's just the rules that you got to play with. Unfortunately, you may not feel you may not like what the government has to offer you, and what they're asking for you to do, and that's okay. Listen, everyone's got an opinion, right?
No, it's not my opinion. It's really it's
your belief.
It's not belief. It's not belief either. It's constitutional.
So it's constitutional.
Constitutional law, like everything statutory.
How do we move forward from this point then?
Can I make sure he wrote my name properly and everything is all set?
Sure, you got.
Because
did you write his name and all that stuff? You want to put it on a piece of paper and show it to him in the window?
Because this is ridiculous.
Okay with that?
Yeah, man. I'm trying to de-escalate.
Here's what I'm trying to get at. What's your first name? I'm sorry.
My name is Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
Sergeant Adonis. So what
Sergeant
I
Adonis.
want to do is, I want to make this as peaceful as possible. I want to move on with life. I want you to
Literally.
go on the way. I want everybody to be on their way. But I don't need this to escalate. You feel me?
I'm here. I'm willing to
So
cooperate.
Jonathan, is this all correct? Yeah.
Yes. Whoa, he put 60381. I'm 99. I'm 20. Come on.
Try that.
Come on, you see they about to escalate and throw me out the car, and that right there, the mere something that's so small that could be prevented. 1999.
99. Same month, same.
Everything is the same, yeah. That's how I'm like, yo, like, what are you telling me? You can't find me.
So what I'm telling you is right now, straight up, either way, if the car is not registered, if it's not insured, if the plate does not belong to the vehicle itself, I'm not gonna miss any words with you. The car is gonna get towed. And it's because of that situation. Now,
I object to taking my car, my private. This is my property. I
understand that, but
there's no contract with the state. That's I'm just trying to let you know. There's no contract with the state. I'm not giving up my right.
But there's a thing. You're not supposed to be driving this vehicle because the state says, "Hey."
I'm not driving. I told them I was traveling. I'm traveling from.
I understand that you're traveling.
Point A to point B.
The matter is that you're not supposed to be traveling in this vehicle because the state wants you to have the car registered.
The state wants me to have it insured, but I'm not using it as commerce.
And registered.
Registered?
That's what the statute says. The statute by law.
What statute is that, if possible?
The 14, well, you got the 1412. What is it? 1412A.
1412A.
Yeah. Which is the registration one.
The registration one. Okay.
Do you have insurance?
I'm not using this car as any for business. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not for hire.
The state and every other state in the United States of America right now, as I know it, they require that when you have a registration, the vehicle also needs to be insured. Okay. Now that's the other statute on that one. The insurance is the 14213B Bravo. Okay. So it's 14213, 1412A for registration. Okay. Now you got what you call a misuse. If you have a plate that belongs to another car at some time in the past, and now you actually affixed to this vehicle, now you're looking at an additional charge.
This dude is a freaking idiot, and he knows that he's doing something wrong. Because if your beliefs are that you're not driving for commerce and the vehicle doesn't need to be registered or insured, why do you have someone else's plate on your vehicle? Why aren't you just riding around with a vehicle with no license plate on it? That's number one. Number two, you supposedly rescinded your license and gave it back to the DMV of Connecticut. Now, what that actually means, sir, when you do something like that, which is idiotic, that means you no longer have the privilege of driving, which means you shouldn't be behind the wheel right now. I don't understand why you don't understand that. Rescinding your license doesn't mean that you can now continue to operate a motor vehicle. The whole I'm not driving, I'm traveling thing is idiotic. It is an elementary argument. Sir, driving is how you were traveling. It is that simple.
And what charge is
and the
that?
statute is that. It's going to be 14147, which explains, it says a misuse of registration. Basically, you're using registration that belongs to another vehicle or never belongs to anything at all, you know, that maybe was canceled or whatever it was, and you put it and you fix it to this vehicle here. So that's what you're looking at. So you're looking at three things. All right, now the officer stopped you for whatever problem cause he had.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where we are right now. So with that said and done, we, you know, are bounded by having to remove the vehicle off the road because it's not roadworthy. It's your car. We're not seizing your car.
You're seizing my car. You're taking my property.
We're going to remove it from the road, but you have the right to go to the Department of Motor Vehicles, get a registration and insurance, and insure the vehicle, and then you can take the vehicle out.
I don't want to do any of that because I'm not. That's the first place why I didn't give up the right to give my car.
I understand. So the way we would have avoided that is if you would have had the vehicle registered already. And I know that you don't abide by the law.
I didn't say I don't abide by the law. I uphold the law. I follow it to the T and understand it.
All right, so I'm telling you right now, we're gonna identify you. Either way, the car's gonna get towed. I'm telling you straight up. I'm not gonna listen. I've been straight up with you, right?
I understand that.
You've been very honest with me. I've been honest with you, and I like this dialogue that we're having. But what I'm telling you is that that's where we are right now, and let's just kind of keep it moving smoothly and all that. You got kids?
Isn't it? No, I'm not here.
I just saw baby seats. That's all.
That's fine.
So we're gonna go from there, right? So let's keep it cordial. Let's keep it moving.
I'm always gonna keep it cordial, man. I'm always gonna keep it.
All right. So like I said, were you able to identify him? Were you able to identify him? No. Okay. All right. So listen, there's the warning. Are you gonna step out of the vehicle?
So that's a threat.
That's not a threat. That's just, I'm telling you right now.
A warning is
I'll give you the courteous. The courtesy. The courtesy is, Jonathan, we're going to tow your vehicle. We need you to get out of the vehicle.
I don't consent to my vehicle being towed.
I just gave you a lawful order, which they probably gave you the lawful order on top of that. Now we're going to move forward to the next level. I don't want to go there, be honest with you, because I want to keep this very peaceful, and I want to move on my way. You want to move on your way. I understand that. So I already asked you. I'm going to ask you again, just to be clear, clarity, okay? You know, your camera's going off. It's recording.
Yeah,
my
recording.
Camera's going off. Everybody's camera's off. All right, it's good.
Perfect.
So I'm going to ask you, would you mind stepping out of the vehicle so that trooper can actually tow your vehicle and do what he has to do? And he's going to issue you infractions, and then you could go to court and you could actually contest it. And that's how we go from there. Life goes on.
Yeah, it's very peaceful. I just don't consent with my property being taken.
You understand? We already asked you. So I'm going to give you the courtesy to open the door on your own.
Oh, that happened and then when it was cold.
You go open it from the inside.
Yeah, I just don't consent to my property being told.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
You don't have to consent, but this is where we are right now. Consent.
I don't have to consent, but this is where we are.
So what you're saying is you're refusing to get out of the vehicle?
I didn't say I was refusing.
All right, so you know what? We're moving on. Do what you gotta do.
Nice, they broke my window.
Nope. Don't reach. Do not reach. Do not reach.
But I don't consent no search and no seizure of my vehicle. Nice, they broke my window.
Nope. Don't reach. Do not reach. Do not reach.
But I don't consent no search and no seizure of my vehicle. You want me to open it for you? No, do not touch my phone. Do not let it record. That's messing with evidence. All right.
Hold on.
Can I? Are you gonna read me my rights?
Go ahead, Sarge. Yep, we will.
Okay. Can you push? I can't turn. I need you to. I bet you're about to pull me out.
All right, we got you.
Not dragging you on.
Nobody's dragging you.
Yes, you are. I'm trying to turn.
Relax. That's it. And then just lift them up. Let's get them off the ground. All right.
No, got you.
All right. Roll them over.
Roll you to the side. Bring your knee up to your chest. Bring your knee. There you go. Now you're gonna roll. Bring your other knee. There you go. There you go. All right. Here you go.
Do you have a wallet or anything the vehicle needs to come out?
Put this foot
And your cell phone obviously is under it.
Yeah, in my foot back.
And your foot back, where's your backpack? Is it
Right
on
in
your
front.
foot?
Put this foot underneath you. Put that by your butt.
I'll be on this side. Watch this, ready?
All right.
Hey,